Fears are mounting. Prince Harry could have shot himself in the foot and heightened security risks for himself and the wider UK by releasing details of how many Taliban fighters he killed during his tours of Afghanistan. A Taliban leader has angrily lashed out at Prince Harry's assertions in his new bombshell book Sphere that he killed more than 24 Taliban fighters who he regarded as chess pieces to be taken off the board. Anas Haqqani took to Twitter today in the wake of the explosive claims made in the prince's memoir, where he has, unusually for a former soldier, chosen to reveal a body count stacked up during his second tour of Afghanistan as gunner in Apache attack helicopters. Mr. Haqqani, a leading figure in the influential Haqqani network, part of the Taliban in Afghanistan, expressed his outrage at the Duke of Sussex's comments. He wrote on Twitter, "The ones you killed were not chess pieces, they were humans, they had families who were waiting for their return. Among the killers of Afghans, not many have your decency to reveal their conscience and confess to their war crimes." The comments from the fundamentalist regime in Afghanistan will add to fears that Harry's admission could heighten security risks for the royal. Writing for Express.co.uk, former British Army Commander Colonel Richard Kemp said letting it be known how many fighters he killed will rekindle jihadist animosity against him and incite some who want to take revenge. He said, his accusation that the British Army trains its soldiers to see their enemies as chess pieces to be swept off the board, in other words dehumanizing them, will also feed into jihadist propaganda, potentially encouraging wider attacks within the UK. It will also be seized on by lawyers who want to prosecute British soldiers on allegations of unlawful killing and ill-treatment of enemy prisoners because it paints a picture of a military that indoctrinates its troops to act against the Geneva Conventions that require enemy dead, wounded or captured to be treated with respect. In a statement to Express.co.uk, Abdul Qahar Baki, spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, used the prince's comments to pass judgment on the whole Western campaign in Afghanistan. He said, "The Western occupation of Afghanistan is truly an odious moment in human history, and comments by Prince Harry is a microcosm of the trauma experienced by Afghans at the hands of occupation forces who murdered innocents without any accountability." Some of the recent reports highlighting the scale of murder by foreign airpower and raids including by UK forces is what Prince Harry also participated in. A furious reaction came Taliban commander Molavi Gul, who told the Daily Mail he thought Prince Harry was a loser. The paper reported he said, "We are still here ruling, but he has fled to his grandmother's palace. Has a big mouth loser who has been trying to get attention even if he believes that he killed 25 Taliban. Our martyred mujahideen are in heaven, but his invading friends are burning in hell, and I really hope I was in Helmand when he was there, to make him understand what real chess pieces are. If has a real man and not a effing loser, come to Afghanistan again." Chelsea legend Gianluca Vialli dies aged 58 after brave battle with cancer. In the wake of the angry reaction to Prince Harry's words in his memoir, Colonel Richard Kemp added, "Harry's description of how British soldiers are conditioned for combat is the opposite of the truth. They are trained to give enemy dead a decent burial, to handle prisoners humanely and to treat the wounded as they would treat their own. There are plenty of examples of British wounded finding themselves in the same field hospital ward as injured Afghan captives." Prince Harry's new ghost-written autobiography Spare makes the claim he killed 25 Taliban during his second tour of Afghanistan in 2012-13. The then 28-year-old, who was known as Captain Wales in the military, wrote that he did not think of those that died as people. He writes, "You can't kill people if you see them as people," and added that they were chess pieces removed from the board. As bad guys eliminated, Harry was previously criticized in early 2013 when he revealed to the media that he had killed during his tour. He told the media that he took the enemy out of the game, and soldiers take a life to save a life. "Take a life to save a life," he shrugged and said during an interview in 2013. "That's what we revolve around, I suppose." Met Office issues weather warning for heavy rain and flooding for west of UK.